Enough of this. Appropriate timing. We have awoken from our slumber at the bonfire in Phalos. Modal. We appear to be outside of Dawnstar. We had a strange dream, though.
Please, someone do something.
That basically our dream while we were sleeping was someone reaching out their hand to us saying join. Not entirely sure what that means, but we've had voices from before, even though technically no one caught this. It was there because I reversed the audio. Ha! Said come home was one. Another vision said find me. And now another one that says join. We don't know what this means, but we got a dragon to fight. Alright, before we do all that, a couple things. Things may look a little different. That's because I've uninstalled and installed. Some mods have been uninstalled, some mods have been installed and, reinstalled and all that. We're using a different ENB. So I thought a change pace would be nice. Okay.
I'm getting out of here.
But a little bit of hiccups, of course, to be expected. Let's see if we can get this dragon down to our level.
Bruce?
Oh, he is taking some hits already. Dawnstar guards don't mess around. Come on, game. I believe in you. I believe in you. You're sort of frozen. It's a great way to start. I believe about here is where we were. This time it's snowing. The dragon landed somewhere. Yep. What's it gonna go after? Let's find out. Frosty dragon as well. Down here trying to have a snack? Yes, I changed up some mods. I mostly added a whole bunch. There's a few I didn't reinstall, like a few minor ones here and there.
Bruce?
Come on down, dragon. Like the major ones are still there, for the most part. And there's our music. Oof. That hurt a small amount. Then our health right back up. Not a single sardine. There we go. Slicing through. Oh, frost troll.
Bruce?
There we go. All right. Yeah. Martin, yeah. All right. So, we're a little heavy. Imagine that. All right. But anyway, killed dragon. We're here in Dawnstar. As I said previously, we've been told through dreams and through visions, come home. Which, like I said, that audio is reversed, so it didn't actually out and out say it. But I know. There was come home, find me, and now join with a... There's just a shadowy figure with a hand reaching out. Join me. So we're just gonna search around. Of course, Serana, nowhere to be found. I mean, last we saw of her, she was back in Phalos? Modal?
Old Lady Frida is a grouch, but she sure can whip up a cure for the rattles fast.
My subtitles are off. It's under gameplay. I think, yeah, okay. We need to do some bumping as well. Because I was doing some mod testing. I was like, that dragon seemed to come down a little too quickly. Yes, I play an expert as well. There we go. Nah, I usually save master for the sneaky sneaks. But of course, for tradition. Alright, once we're in, let's come inside here. You know, see if
Come on in.
there's anything
Let me know if you need anything.
of note.
Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I like that look in your eyes. Would you like to join the Vigilance of Stendar? You look like you could hold your own.
Now this, at least for us, is quite cyclical. Because we started as a Vigilant of Stendar. And here recently there was someone join the Vigilance of Stendar, come home, find me.
Sure she would want you to be happy, Father.
Seems like a crash game. I believe about here is where we were. So, come home, find me, join me.
Want to talk
Seems
about Mother?
all too coincidental that we had
I think I could.
a dream while we were sleeping. We woke up in Dawnstar, and now we're being told to join the Vigilance of Stendar, who we started out as
I'm sorry.
cyclical.
Entertaining anyone.
Dear readers, that is cyclical storytelling. Playing this out all along. Come on now. Anyway. Yes, I'd like to join you.
I'm glad to hear this. We'll be counting on you from now on. May Stendar bless you. Follow me. I will guide you through the Temple of Stendar.
To, not through. You're a little too close to your microphone without a pop filter. It's a mod. Alright, so we got a couple of items. I didn't see all of them. I saw, like... Amulet of Stendar. We're very familiar with, but right now we're more interested in the suppression... Oh, magic. An old Histus flask. Old flask of Hist sap. Illuminates the circumference of the owner. Like a little, a lantern, almost. Kind of like our travel lantern. Right here. Interesting. There may have been something else. But I did not see what. Anyway. Actually, I'm gonna...
The Wind Peak Inn features
Do
the
a couple
finest
of-
bard in all of Dawnstar.
Me! Your face is a little,
Sorry if my father seems
alien-like.
a bit distracted. A lot's happened.
I'm gonna drop off a couple of things here. Don't want to get accused of stealing. Okay. Basically just a bunch of stuff that don't really need. Yeah, we did get asked about the Mythic Dawn. This note. Okay. Just a couple items. A little bit of cleanup. A little bit of weight shedding. Okay. What's going on? Well, Tano, you can hold your own, buddy. Okay. So we're gonna follow him. Where to? Nobody knows. I mean, he did say something about Vigilant Sindar, but as we know, the Hall of the Vigilant was burned down and ransacked and destroyed by the vampires, who we then in turn became. And then kind of in turn are the rulers of, in a way? What do you see? Wolves. All right. And you were covered in that blood. Yes, got new mods. Remove some old ones. Things of that nature. But back to the story part of this. We were very curious where he could be taking us. I mean, the Hall of Vigilant, like I said, gone. So unless it's been rebuilt in the time we've been away, we're not entirely sure where he's taking us, just because that's where we grew up. We didn't really know any other halls of vigilance around Skyrim. Is he taking us up to the tower? So he's kind of taking the long way around. He's not very talkative, which, you know, we're okay with that. But he does seem to be in quite a rush. What do we got here? Some banners. Some, it looks like hunters. Intrigue. Stone Ravine. Sounds ancient. Okay. We definitely have not heard of this place. Or seen it. It's unlike anything we've seen before. Temple of Stendar. All this time it's been here in Skyrim, we had no idea. Or maybe it's been here this whole time, but hidden, shrouded, clouded. Kind of like the movie The Shadow. Alec Baldwin. I didn't know he spoke Chinese. Only Mandarin. I love that movie.
Yes? Good afternoon.
He seems to be welcoming.
Good afternoon.
They seem to have the same voice. Interesting. Alright. Temple of Stendar. I mean, this is all very confusing for us. Like I said, we under the impression there was no temple, just the hall of the vigilance of Stendar. Not an actual temple. Altano.
This is the Temple of Stendar, one of our bases in Skyrim. You should greet Thorandir. He's the keeper in this temple.
Okay. Rundir. Nice to meet you. I am the Wretched Harmony.
Ah, so you're the novice Altana recruited. Yes, I like the look in your eyes, and I can feel a strong will in you as well. But enough with the small talk. I'm sure you're not here to be bored with the stories of an old man. Altana will take care of you for now. If you have questions, go to him.
Okay. Yeah, we might have a few questions. Like, tell me about this temple.
I will give you a short overview of its facilities.
Ugh. I believe this is about where we were, minus the smithing.
I will give you a short overview of its facilities. The place we're standing in right now is the chapel of the temple. Here we speak our prayers to Stendar. Downstairs is the library where books collected by our predecessors are kept. You should visit it when you have the time. To the right of the entrance is an alchemy laboratory. Upstairs is the restroom. On the second floor on the left is a dining room. Admittedly, the food there is not splendid, but it will satisfy your hunger. But let's finish the explanation here. You must be tired. Get some rest.
Quite tired, actually. Bloodsucker. Okay.
Yes?
Alchemies and... yeah, I mean, they got a decently stocked lab, a little anvil of Zenithor. Activate the shrine. Blessing of Stendar has been added. Let's see. Fortify our blocking. There we go. Okay. Let us also save. Alright, here's the dining area. Threw a honey nut treat on the ground? What's wrong with you guys? Yes, this is definitely unlike anything we've seen. I had no idea this was here. Or maybe it was being kept from us. You know, that's a possibility. Who's down here? Hello.
Please don't take out any books if you don't have to. The library has limits.
What do you have for sale?
Please don't take any books.
Okay. Blade of Mercy, especially effective against undead. Vigilance, Great Sword. Vigilance Sword. Mail Breaker. Pretty sweet. Vigilant Armor. Thing in the heavy. Like that, okay. Steel plate boots. They're traditionally, you know, robes and things like that. Hey, they got some witch plate. Well, just like we do. Different potions. Physicalities, werewolves. Daedra, varieties of Daedra. Some soul gems. Alright, I'm gonna do some sales myself. That I definitely won't need. Arcan sword. Forgot I had that, actually. actually. Until just now. It is 35. I mean, it does more damage than what they're offering. Okay. And we can wield it. Spell Tome, consuming power. Allied summoned or reanimated minion gain 75% extra attack damage for 10 seconds. Ah, yeah, that spell. I remember you. What are you stashing away some necromancy robes for? A lot of different books. It's a Humpty Dumpty. Do a Humpty Hump. Alright, well. We'll look at getting some rest. Didn't hear you say
Good afternoon.
where the rest was, so we're just gonna explore a little. Yeah, a few different beds. Storage chest player. Oh, nice. A knapsack. Okay. Oh. Alright, so that just goes like right back there. I can't even get rest with all that clanging. That goes out to the ravine. Alright. Oddly enough, I mean, we do feel a bit at home. I mean, this is like nostalgia way back, all the Stendar, you know, vigilance, things like that. Okay, some common stuff. Flawless diamond ring. Worth quite a bit of coin. Get to unlock our knapsack. Oh. Push. Healing potions, yes please. Okay, so we can store some items. Oh my damn. Look at all these spells. Okay. You know about Unbound Fire. We get attacked by its own image. Oak Flesh. Hailstone. Bound sword just hanging out. How you doing? Okay. Nice. Nice. I like this. I like this. This vision book. First, the pure blood was stolen. Solar tears with the dagger. There was no end to the blood, and only rust covered the scythe of Archay. Pilgrim burned, and the stone fell from his pocket. Still blazing, a priest picked it up and burned himself. Burn pulls a veil from the gaze of Oriel. Interesting. First the father swallowed the stone, then the mother and daughter followed him. Blood grew boiling hot, and their hearts turned as cold as ice. Willing to sacrifice our love. Speaking of love, and the love of Mara knew its limits then. Itself to a bard. Well, the hands of an inquisitor. Rest of the gravekeeper. Stone journey, basically. Person in the burning stone. This person escaped stone twice, but the third time they swallowed it with starving hunger. Gate opened, and the gatekeeper gently pulled their pale hand. Vision it. Alright, I think we will get some rest. Even though it's early in the day, we had a long and confusing day. We're gonna get some sleep. Alright, we're awake. Gonna talk to Altano. Got a good amount of sleep. Oh, good morning. Alright, Altano. So, I mean, is there anything I can do to help?
A priest of Arcay in Whiterun has requested our assistance. It seems they have some problems with a vampire. I want you to accompany me. Hurry up and prepare for the journey. The vampire won't wait for us.
Okay. So we're gonna meet him. Whiterun, Hole of the Dead. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, we're in Whiterun. Get Altano. We'll find him. The Hole of the Dead. Should be around this way.
Battleborn, give me your money.
Hello? No?
I don't have
Okay.
any money. You better give me 5
Well met, traveler.
Indeed. Alright. Hall of the Dead. In good old
We heard
Whiterun.
about the vampire. Are there any victims? If so, I'd like a list of them.
Here, we found the 5th victim yesterday. Please, can you help us? Guards are terrified and we can't rely on them.
Don't worry. We, the Vigilance of Stendar, will deal with this vampire.
Thank you very much. Blessings of the 8 Divines upon you.
So, what can you tell me about the incident?
All of the victims were completely drained of blood. This is the work of a vampire, a newly turned one at that. I'll take a more thorough look at the notes. In the meantime, you should search for anyone suspicious in the city.
Okay. Since we know a little bit about vampirism, and being a relatively newly turned one, said a newly turned vampire. Why do you think so?
Bodies of victims are found every day. Only newly turned vampires act so impulsively.
Okay. What can you tell me about the victims?
There is no connection of magical nature between them. All I can say is that they were all male.
Don't we need the Jarl's permission for this just to conduct searches in the city? I mean, obviously we're in good with the Jarl. We are. But, you know.
Our activities are tolerated here in Skyrim, and with shortages of guards because of the Civil War, our efforts are welcome for now.
Okay. So we have to, well, find the vampire. Are you a vampire?
How can I help you?
What's your role here at the Hold the Dead?
I study corpses. I am, after all, a priestess of Kinnereth.
Is it possible you have your temples confused?
On the contrary, I'm doing independent research on the nature of death.
So, as a priest of Kinnereth, studying death.
If we can better understand how an injury or illness kills, we'll be more adept at applying a remedy. Although, given the state of the temple, I can see why you'd mistake a healer for an undertaker.
Okay. Well, was that a joke? Because I do suspect the priestesses are up to something.
Well, I hope either you or the mental diseases you suffer from aren't serious. That reminds me of Helgerd. When I trained under the Archay priestess in Windhelm, there were people who accused her of madness.
Apologies.
Many, Anders included, feel one cannot jest about things that are grave, or in them.
Okay. I have to take this call, so one moment.
Since
Where were we?
Whiterun serves as the divide between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks, the war brings many suitable specimens to study. This pleases me.
Okay. Well, has your research bore any fruit?
Currently, I'm deducing the nature of poison. It seems that regardless of the substance, the body has a threshold which cannot be surpassed. This can vary depending on the substance. For instance, the toxicity of nightshade is far higher than that of jazzbay grapes. A jazzbay grape, on the other hand, can leave you susceptible to destruction magic. All things, when consumed in enough quantity, can kill.
Sounds like a reasonable deduction.
It is. There's a story, in fact, of a man who drank from a fountain that was rumored to restore youth. An elderly man, he consumed water from dawn until dusk, until his stomach bloated like a gourd. The sun hadn't set when the man collapsed and died. It turns out he succumbed to water poisoning. For him, water was the source of all death.
Sorry, the paint was drying over there and it drew my attention. Alright, go on.
Similarly, as poison is in the dose, mortality is bound to time. A simple cut, if allowed to fester, can be fatal. While some areas are more tolerant than others, preventing death is simply a matter of restoring a wound within that set window. That's why efficiency is crucial in the field. Many deaths happen because there's simply not enough time to find a healer.
Okay. A lot of dialogue options. All right. So why focus? No, he's over with the companions. Why focus on corpses as opposed to healing the wounded?
I never implied my work was solely on the dead. I used to experiment on small animals. I'd make cuts in multiple locations and attempt to heal only one of the incisions. If the spell succeeded, I would compare the result to a traditional healing spell, as well as the amount of magicka required to cast it. But this presented a new dilemma. Trapping wild animals isn't as easy as opening a coffin.
Well, I can imagine it would be difficult for a priestess to trap wild game.
There's also the matter of the screaming. Animals can be quite obnoxious when cut or burned. It's as if they don't understand the concept of research.
Kind of stupid, delicious animals. Well, in this case, it's unfortunate, but at least if this was nowadays, of course not. Of course. But in this case, ends justify the means.
Yes, but it isn't easy for most to hear such screams coming from the Hall of the Dead. Some might think we're burying their relatives prematurely, so I was forced to conduct my experiments on a less focal subject. Myself.
Okay. Cut yourself?
Twice, but only to heal myself afterwards. The problem is that so far, only one spell has been required to mend both wounds.
Okay. Alright. Well, any interesting news or rumors?
An archer in the bannered mare mocked Uthgard's figure. She proceeded to pummel him to death. Sense was not an arrow he had in his quiver.
Okay. Well.
Alright then.
Alright then. Quite suspicious. You're doing your thing. Just take a look around. See if there's anything cracking in the catacombs down here. Or else they're gonna save just in case. Nope. Actually, let's wield good old Harkin's sword. See how this does. Okay. That was one shot. That was one shot. Death blow. Oh, it's a block book. I like that mod. It just shows what it is before I read it. Plus that sword just looks cool. I mean, come on. Don't get me wrong, our angelic blade is pretty sweet too, but I mean, just saying, this could be quite tasty. And we could get some soul gems and enchanting and all that good stuff, and an unusual gem. That's our first unusual gem. We're, what, 30 episodes in and that's our first? Huh. Alright. How's that looking on us though? Oof. Girl. Talk to me. Alright, so clearly no vampires here, except for maybe that priestess. So many people.
Well met, traveler.
Packing up nuts in your face like a squirrel. Alright, so we gotta find a vampire. A vampire hunting a vampire. Little drinking shack, okay. I mean, so far all seems normal. Then again, it is daytime. You know, there's that whole thing. Good old Battleborn. There was that one person we tried to talk to.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty RK, god of life and death?
Well, I know him well.
I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious.
What did you lose?
My amulet of RK. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd looked for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it?
You're on your own, priest.
So be it. I'm sure RK will find it in his heart to forgive you. Eventually.
Yeah, there was this one interesting
How can I help you?
character that we saw. I'm gonna unequip my good old travel lantern. Tried to talk to them and they said nothing. Right before we went in. Of course we got our curved swords. I wonder if we just hang out just a couple hours. Let night fall in Skyrim.
Well met, traveler.
Yeah, we seem to be well meeting quite a bit. Alright, now we can put up our good old travel lantern. There we go. This person.
Did you need something?
Nope.
Would you like my sweet rolls? They're delicious.
No thanks.
Oh, what a pity. But don't you want to see me disrobed? We could have such fun.
They've introduced hewers to Whiterun.
Would you like my sweet rolls? They're delicious.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Could you close your eyes for a moment? I'm very shy.
Excuse me, guard.
You couldn't possibly.
Good work, boys. We rid this town of all of its hewers. A piece of redstone. Pilgrim's items. They're all valuable. Dagger, vampire dust. Take all of those. You wanna see my sweet rose? Alright. Altano. Buddy. Gotta talk to you.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kind scroll this time.
We know. We definitely know. Talking to the Dragonborn, baby.
Old friend. Patron of the great clan Battleborn.
Enough of you, Wilfred. Tano. Hey, I was right. Defeated the vampire. She's disguised as a prostitute. Ah. I believe here's where we left off. Defeat the vampire, she's disguised as a prostitute, the hooer.
Ah, so that's why you look so refreshed. Honestly, I expected something like this from you. Anyway, a prostitute. Well, our work here is done. I think I will look for some kind of refreshment as well.
Alright. You cannot be touched. Obviously it's not Altano, he's gonna go look for some refreshment. Over at the Bannered Mare. That's a little subtle thing that I just now picked up on. He said he's gonna go look for some refreshment. Now, granted, he could be talking about hewers, but to meet him at the Bannered Mare, a tavern, an inn, where they serve actual refreshments and, well, probably some other tasty treats. You know what I'm saying? That's a subtle little touch. Good job, mod author. Innuendo. But the quest is taking us somewhere that actually serves refreshments. I like that. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. Hello, hello.
I've got a hungry daughter to...
It's great.
So selling my produce?
Use us. Enough of that.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
A lot of people here. You're not at your shop.
To the gods, we are nothing more than mere...
Guards taking a load off.
Yes?
There he is. Anything happen?
A few hours ago, a house outside city walls was destroyed by a Daedra. Reports say people heard it laughing, and that it's still in there. A woman who may have summoned it has also been seen there. Our mission is to defeat that Daedra and seize its summoner. Let's go.
Skyrim has no
All right.
use for your kind.
Are you
Let's
saying
go.
this province is only for the ugly and sober? But then you'd be its only citizen.
Oh, birds. Alright, Altano. Where are we headed? Defeat the Daedra. Just near the Western Watchtower, so we're gonna start heading that way and fight some Daedra. Before I turn on my lantern and fight a dragon. Skyrim be pretty at night.
Like the bite of a flea.
Oh, Dawn Guard are here.
That's the best you can do.
Here, crossbows.
No victory.
Dawn Guard and a dragon. They're taking shots there. Oof. Let's see if they got anything good. A thin knapsack, eh? Alright. Just down the road. Our Daedra hunt. Daedra and Daedra summoner. Dragon didn't seem to want to play, so leave it alone. Take a wild guess and say this house. Where we're going.
I am Vernacus, he who cannot be touched. Cower before me, pitiful mortal!
Are you ready to be banished? Wait, what?
You're scared. I can smell your fear. Wretch!
That's the wretched harmony to you.
But don't expect mercy from me. True power lies in crushing the weak with all the strength of the powerful. Scream for me, mortal!
It's like Cicero.
Bruce?
Oh, long crescent. Woo! Woo! That fire! Good thing we picked up some healing potions. Not many from the looks of it. Really. Alright. Ooh, a Daedra heart. Ooh, a Daedric mace. Woo! That is well worth its weight. We need to get rid of some stuff to carry it. We'll drop off. There we go. So. Oof. Is it one-handed as well? I mean. Oh. Oof. Slow to swing, but. Talk to me, girl. Plus vigilance use maces. Yeah, let's also give that a favorite. Well, I don't see it summoner.
Damn it! She already escaped. But if she was able to summon Vernacus, her conjuration skill must be immense. I will return to the inn and collect all I can about this summoner. Return to me when you're ready.
Okay. Looks like he who cannot be touched was touched by death. Alright, back at the Bannered Mare. Bone meal off of Winch the Handy. Well, I think we're gonna get a little bit of sleep under the stars. Let's take a load off. It's been a very interesting, productive day. So, to bed we go.